We're going to talk about IT-OT integration, then we're going to talk about real-time, and of course and then we're going to talk about sensors and edge. So this is all items that happened at the edge. So let's talk about IT and OT first. Of course, IT and OT in a typical company are still often too much of a separate world out there. IT we all know about. You got the Wi-Fi's out there, you got the Windows out there, you can do reporting facilities, but OT really runs the facilities. It's critical. If things go wrong in the process control domain, it can really have severe physical impact. It can be an explosion. Something else can go totally wrong. So it's important with OT, and that's why OT has to be very secure. Often it's very separate from the rest of the environment, well protected in many ways. At the same time, it's still very proprietary out there. Therefore, it means you can't really mix and match hardware and software, especially software in the same environment. So your plant is with Honeywell or Yokogawa or with Siemens or other companies out there who specialize in the market. But it's very unlike what happens in the IT space. So it gives you less flexibility and a higher cost. And I also want to emphasize again, IT needs OT and OT needs IT. It is very important that the two worlds work well together, because the OT data, which is often time series data, we do need in the IT world when we're running our AI models. When you're running machine learning models for predictive maintenance, you do need that engine information, that turbine information, that compressor information. So it's important that the two worlds work well together, and really the two need each other, and that's really the mentality we should find in a company to be successful. Go to the next slide. Although OT is indeed very proprietary out there, there are things happening in the market to make it more standard based. On the left you see an example from the Open Group, who's very active in this space to really become, and they started a couple of years ago. This will still take a couple of years to really materialize. The first release are out. What you see over here is a mix and match of hardware and software. So I can have software from various suppliers work in the same environment. I can have hardware from various suppliers work in the same environment. That's where we end up with, and that's exactly, of course, what we've been doing in IT for the last many years. So, but for IT, we did that. We started already 15-20 years ago. That we did the mix and match already. OT will go exactly the same way, but of course it has to be secure and well managed. Now, a number of points in what you see on the right. It has to be standards based, very important. There we can mix and match hardware suppliers. It will support fully process control domain, which is fully protected with firewalls and other security measures. And of course, it has to run in that type of environment. But also the OT space is making a move this way. Also, even if it's not there today, it's important that the two worlds, IT and the OT, work well together, because the OT data we need in IT to run our models and to do other things with it. So the two worlds need to work well together, and if they do, it can be very successful.